What is up, everyone? How is it going tonight? We are back with more Max Payne. Where we left off was a horrific crash. Uh, Funny thing about that, it completely locked my computer. Like, I had to hard boot, and then my monitors wouldn't come back on. It was a mess. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I fixed the issue that made it so I couldn't do anything outside of the game. So, hopefully we'll have a better experience. But last time, we found ourselves escaping the Roscoe Street station, only to make it to a sleazy motel filled with sleazier people. We finished the Finito brothers, and now we're fighting our way through the motel. I did play back up to where we were, so there should be a great continuity between the two. But should be pretty easy to, should be pretty, like, congruous. But before we get into it, I do want to say thank you all for being here. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being in chat. Thanks for following. All of it. Thank you. I literally mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. First things first, though, we have... One day I'll get it right. We have our social bar down here. You can follow me on any of these. I'm always down to talk, so feel free to hit me up on any of those. Instagram is where I post, like, pictures of stuff. I post my little 3D printing projects, like that one right back there. I found out I can 3D print PNGs, like PNG image files. So, there's no limit to the bullshit I can make. I also have Twitter right here. That's for my musings and random thoughts, and TikTok over there, where I post clips. I've been pretty bad about it lately. Gonna try to get back into it. But most importantly, we have over here my follow bar. We're trying to get to 20. We are so close at 18. Let's go ahead and push that over the top. Hopefully, we can get there. But that's enough of me jawing about where you can follow me and how you can do this. Say we actually get into the game. I've already loaded it up to make sure it worked. Good start, Max. That carpet needed to die. But we're gonna... Apparently I wasn't close enough. There's no... At no point does Sam Lake not have a stupid face on. Case in point, this one right here. That's a bad face. But, no. I'm sure he's okay. I'm sure he's fine.
This party had been dead for a while. I couldn't say I was sorry I missed the show.
Thanks, Max. That's a person. Like, people love them. They probably had family. I say as I'm about to... I know how this game goes. I can hear a Valkyr junkie. Gonna... So, like I said, you can shoot them. There's really no need to. It's so much easier once you remember that you can hold down the fire button. I had forgotten all about that. Oh, Max is not doing great. I don't think you died, buddy. I think you're being a little dramatic about it. We're gonna go ahead and pop some of those pills there. Because Max ain't exactly doing grand.
His room. Where they'd received a letter.
So that's an old trap. Like, that's an old style trap where you tie a shotgun to the door handle. Well, I have a ton of shotgun ammo. I gotta start using that. The game doesn't really reward you for hoarding ammo, so, you know, use it as necessary.
All tracks had ended with Jack Lupin. The letter Huertes had ever signed himself was the first hint that the Kingpin knew what was brewing inside his syndicate.
Been really into these lately. Not a big fan of coconut, but you really can't taste it in these.
Trusted boys has a monkey the size of King Kong on his back. We need your special skills for backup on a major deal.
Collecting evidence had gotten old a few hundred bullets back.
That's such a good line.
Point of no return, I couldn't even remember what it looked like when I had passed it.
That is such a good line. Like, collecting evidence had gotten old a few hundred bullets back. Like, there's a lot of really legit good writing in this game. Whoa! Let's oh, we are back a while. This isn't a perfect port, to say the least. But I also know that I have a ton of shotgun ammo, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that. Pardon me for a second. Ah, there we go. My sinuses are still acting up really badly. Like, I don't know what it, like, I guess it's because the weather's just, like, back and forth on how it wants to be. But man. So the shotgun worked worse. As it turns out, not as good a decision. So, yeah, I'm not gonna bother watching the TV this time. Yeah. Max making a horrible joke about that guy being dead. I think double bread might still be our best bet here. It's not exactly a great plan. I guess I could heal a lot more, but like, I was gonna wait for. Who did you see? There we go. That worked slightly better. I'm actually surprised they didn't hit that guy and him get up and start shooting at me. That is like a legit thing that can happen. You're kind of like that. They'll just start shooting. we got ourselves a little bit of a leeway. I think that door I'm gonna have to break.
Muerte had received a letter.
Okay, that's where they came from. Like, I can't figure out, like, what key bindings are what in the menu. Like, legitimately, I have no idea. It's just kind of doing its own thing at any given time. Alright. I do want to see if I can break that wall. Ooh, okay. So, this is a hidden room. There aren't that many of them in this game, I believe. There are a couple. Like with other parts of this game, you follow the blood.
I didn't want to know what had happened here. It was not a pretty sight.
But we have a dude with a stake in his back and the word buff written on the floor. This game decided to just make a Buffy the Vampire Slayer reference. Just randomly. But there's a bunch of good stuff in here. Good enough stuff that I'm going to hit that quick save button. That last week's technical problems probably should have told me I should get better at. Oh, so Max can just kind of run through a window. Like it's nothing. I'm actually carrying a gun, right? Okay.
Told you. God damn. I thought it was a bomb for sure. Nah, the Russian wouldn't dare. This has been waiting to happen. I thought it was a bomb. Hold it.
My aim's not what you'd call great in this game. It's a little lackluster, if you will. Oh, I didn't think they had variants of those dudes. I thought they all just had the same, like, weird looking white shirt. How's everybody's day been? Mine has been,
The hooker had left her diary on the table. The diary belonged to a hooker named Candy Dawn. Reed would have made a vice cop.
every name in this game.
Talks with the mystery hag over the phone again. Sent to the latest one-eyed Alfred tape. As long as the hag keeps paying for the tapes, the old man could come every day for all I care.
She had a nice sideline, making secret X-rated flicks of her clients and selling them to the highest bidder. They would get her killed if her V-fix for the day didn't do it first.
I mean, it's gotta make ends meet, but voyeurism and, like, non-consensual recording still bad. And here's where it all happens. Like, you can straight up look through the camera. This is that era of, like, particularly scuzzy, like, Rockstar kind of games. Okay. I think we got everything we need. I should have thrown a grenade. No. I think I got them all. Cool. So, like, my day has been particularly rough. It was a busy day at work. Like, less customers than yesterday, but not by much. And, like, they were there late. Like, I leave at 10:30, they were there until every bit of 9:45. Normally, third shift takes over. Everything's been done a while. One of the few reasons I like my job is that I can, you know,
The old service
have
center
most of my night to myself.
Jack Lupino's hotel.
But what was that? Hold on. Oh, it's probably a different elevator. Never mind. Molotovs work pretty well. There is a crouch button, I'm fairly certain. But, hell if I know what it is. You can also shoot cardboard boxes. I think there's rarely stuff in cardboard, though.
A winter storm warning is in effect in the tri-state area as both freezing rain and heavy snowfall continue. Many roadways are already closed, and people
Make sure
are
everything's still running.
the severe blizzard
Plus,
that ravaged New York
I have been
snow and
very gun-shy about that lately.
The start in the Valkyr case.
Like everything failing while I'm going.
The snowbound city was on my side. Less chance of innocent bystanders getting caught in the crossfire.
Pulled a piece of thread off my pants. That worked out pretty well in my favor. Give me free goodies. I command you, boxes. I got Beretta ammo out of one of them. It's weird. I'm still of the mind when you play a video game, like, you gotta look for every item. Okay, that one's locked, so it probably is this way.
Exhibit number 1.
But yeah, like,
Dead man tied to a
so, like, I end up, like, most Resident Evil games, not, you know, like, it was a little different because I played it on stream, but, like, most Resident Evil games, I wind up ending them where it's like, well, I have 150 Magnum rounds and 1.5 million bullets for everything else, and all of the health items. Because I played the whole game in caution, because I thought I was going to need the stuff later. But we have the other melee weapon, the baseball bat, which Max swings just as stupidly. But now isn't the time for melee.
Take vampire movies. Why are they always set in LA or Mexico? They can't even get a tan. If I was a bloodsucker, I'd been to the North Pole. Went this one long night. Yeah, what would you eat? Suck blood from penguins? Nah, Eskimos, man, Eskimos.
I thought they were coming in. Well, that could have gone better. Really could have. But, if I'm not mistaken, there we go. Got a little bit of health and a little bit of ammo out of it. That's full. Like, so we're about to wreck this whole drug deal, and I think it's time for a grenade. There we go. Almost killed me. That grenade did nothing, and that was a terrible decision amongst many,
This would have gone down as a narcotics arrest.
many terrible decisions. Yeah, nah, I could have done better. I guess I got that guy. The guy didn't see it all in this room.
It was dirty money.
It spends the same, Max.
Parent cylinders glowed green, full of Valkyrie.
So, you can destroy the Valkyr. I think this game's really good about, like, destructible objects, oddly enough, for as old as this is. But after we check these last couple cabinets, we'll go ahead and head to the bar, I believe. The restaurant's closed. Let's check the bathroom. And I'm going to throw a save at it real quick.
Without a key, I'd never get past this door.
Where the hell's the key? Like,
There was a key on the table.
thanks, Max. That's couldn't have pointed it out when I went through it the first time, huh? All right.
Two mad dog killers ready to murder each other.
I think this
Room. And I'm thinking,
this one might have a little bit of an adult part, so y'all can just infer from audio what's happening.
down in front of a TV and solve their differences with the kung fu fighting video game. I tell you, Candy, I was so depressed, I strangled them both with the video game cables.
Oh, Rico, you're so bad.
I am, ain't I?
But here we have Rico Muerte.
Rico Muerte,
Us.
big-time hustler.
Who the hell?
It's that cop.
Muerte went for his gun.
So yeah, we have our first, like, pseudo boss fight. And it is not a good look. Oh, wow. They're gonna send a bunch of dudes at you. On matching outfits. Which is good uniform policy. And Candy is apparently pretty tough of a lady. Because she took a lot of ammo just now. But hold on, painkillers. Where was there a painkiller? Oh. I could use that. But we still have to fight Rico Muerte. So, ooh, didn't think I was walking out of that. But I did. I'm gonna hit the.
The switchboard was still in use.
We're not gonna hit the big red exit button. First, we have to do an illegal wiretap.
Kind that made phone tapping child's play. It wasn't hard to picture a fat pimp sweating with headphones on, listening to his hookers talk dirty and fake orgasms over a web of party lines. The blood veins of New York. Right now, there was a different set of moans and groans going on.
Boss, I couldn't hear you. This Max Payne. That game started capitalist. He killed
Oh, I'm not the biggest fan of, like, mob stories.
You better be freaking kidding me.
Like, I always find them kind of meh at most.
The word was out.
And maybe it's because I am of Italian heritage, so it's just kind of like, that repetitive kind of, I grew up with those stereotypes and all that. But like, I've never been a fan of them. Like, I've seen Goodfellas, I've seen all of the Sopranos, I've seen Godfather. It's like, yeah, those stories aren't that interesting, to be honest. I feel like I'm not going the right way. But we're gonna gamble a little, I guess. Nope. Alright. So the unfortunate part about this game is that it's also not one to really hold your hand. Like, you kind of gotta figure it out on your own. Like, the game isn't gonna be like, oh, you gotta go this way. I actually think there's not much down here, so I might have just wasted a little bit of time I didn't need to be wasted. I'm not a big gambler. Like, maybe I did go the right way. That looks a whole lot like where I'm supposed to be going. But, like, okay, I understand now. Okay. How much Ingram ammo do? Not much. Okay. I will make it work. Just throw another bit of health in there. Do a quick save up here. Are you really gonna make me shoot through this goddamn glass game? I just hit the tab button to take some pills to heal. I actually have two keyboards in front of me, so I do have to like awkwardly. How should I go about this? I was, and there probably is. I just don't know what it is. Like, there's probably a quick change weapon button. Is there a guy behind me? Okay, no. I do. Man, this is not going well. Okay, I do have to actually use enter. It's weird, it won't let me use numpad enter. Only the, we'll try with just straight up full health. Like, see if that helps. And full Berettas. We're gonna use this big ass thing as cover. There we go. Got through it. Not well, but I got through it. Okay, and that's locked. That's locked. I bet you have to hit that big ass exit button. And I believe there's also the end of the level. There we go. The levels do start getting like slightly longer as the game progresses. So, you know, there's that going for it. So, I've been thinking a lot lately about parasocial relationships. was I was talking to a buddy of mine, and we were talking about a certain content creator or independent content creator focused adult website. And I had this kind of thought, and I've been kind of milling around with the idea in my head of it, where I've been kind of milling around this idea that I don't think that the adult content is necessarily the point and the allure for a lot of people in that case. I think it actually has. Max keeps interrupting my train of thought with things happening because I vaguely remember the story. I remember the big stuff, but
The ringing in my ears was the sound of a mob war being waged.
I'll do that. That and tinnitus. But yeah, so I was talking to my buddy at work, and I was like, yeah, I don't necessarily think that the adult content is the point of, or not necessarily a point, but the allure for a lot of people, why you'd sign up for it. I think it has more to do with the parasocial relationship of it, where like these people sign up for going on these websites and these specific content creators.
It was a slum building. It was a lucky break. The goons inside were spooked, but luck always came with a price tag. More bombs could still be ticking inside, and the cops would already be on their way. Jack Lupino's suite was on the top floor. At least it used to be, before the explosive makeovers.
I don't know about this. Wait, what? It's Christmas. Russians always say it.
I think they're in that building, but we're gonna take a quick look around, see if we can't find any goodies. But yeah, so I was thinking, like, I don't necessarily think that like the allure of that is the adult content. I think it's more, not more, but like I think a big part of it might actually be the like feelings of closeness and intimacy that would simulate for people. Hey, we found a goodie. And I don't know nothing about human behavior. Like, other than being human. Like, I know how I feel about things, I know that kind of stuff, but
The headlines were depressing. The headlines were screaming bloody murder. The storm was
dead DEA, Valkyr, Max Payne killer,
It was all screaming.
murder.
You were down for the count and wanted for murder.
I feel like that's a bad headline, too. Just murder. But let's go start checking doors. Alright, that one doesn't open. Also, 30 miles an hour seems fast for this small of a road with 2 curves. That's enough for me to get wrecked.
Jack Lupino's suite was on the top floor.
I do want to go get that shotgun ammo, but I'm not going to bother. I got plenty of bullets. Wow. Like, I'm not.
Jack Lupino's suite was
Yeah.
At least it used to be, before the explosive makeover.
Lure them out here. Hey. Hey, Keith, thanks for the raid, buddy. How was your stream? All I can think is you mean, like, oh, Lord. I got, that didn't work out well. All I can think is, my stream was gritty, which feels weird to say out loud. That's good, good. What were you playing today?
Floor. At least it used to be, before the explosive makeover.
How do you doing Dead by Daylight tonight? Ooh, I'll have to check your VOD to see how it went, how everything looked. Oh, Lord. No, kill this dude. He... Okay. Whew. You know, sometimes you get killed a bunch in a video game and you just gotta take a baseball bat to a display case. Like in real life. Oh. I tried out... I did the tutorial for Dead by Daylight because you got it free from Epic. I got it free from Epic, and I got through the tutorial, and I was like, you know, this does not seem like a thing I have the mental bandwidth to keep track of. Like, there's so much going on in that game. No, not on stream, thankfully. No, Epic Games. I'm pretty sure I got it on Epic. It was, like around Christmas, they were doing the free games for, they're doing free games for, like every week or every day or so. It was one of those, I believe. It wasn't bad. Oh, shit. I don't know why I keep expecting to not walk into a room filled with mobsters. You know what? Eat that. Have one of those. Okay, replace it with many Molotovs. I could really use some health, though, game. That would be dope. But yeah, no, I did the tutorial on, when I got it, and I was like, wow, there's a lot. I didn't think it would be that complex, to be honest. And it kind of intimidated me a little bit. Like, I'm very muchly in camp of, you know, like, if it's your jam, it's your jam. More power to you. Did you... Oh, wow. I gotta check my notifications, because I thought I set you to be notify me. I didn't know you streamed yesterday.
The whole building was rigged with explosives.
Oh, goody. I reckon I'm supposed to do this. But I got no health, so we're also gonna throw a save at it. Okay. But, how did, Zelda go? My signal kept cutting in and out, so, like, I only caught parts of it. Like, I was at work, so, like, my cell phone signal was absolute dog shit at work. The bits I was able to catch, like, looked like it was a really great emulation of that. Uh-oh, music. We got music. What, were they waiting on the sides of the door for me? I ended up beating a Great Deku tree. And I stopped from there. Okay. I actually, I never played any of those. Like, I gave up on Mario and Zelda roundabout when they switched over to 3D for the N64. Like, it just, like, 3D platforming is something that, like, I have a lot of difficulty with. Well, hopefully I'll be able to catch some of it. For the SNES Zelda. That one a lot of people think is, like, the better of them. Which, you know, like, I have to kind of agree. Like, I really like the SNES Zeldas. Which, or rather, I think there's only the one. But yeah, no, like, I agree. Like, the SNES one was real good. Although I think the one that I've actually put the most amount of time into playing, though, is still the... Hey, Kidney Merchant, thank you for the raid. Wow. I am flabbergasted by both of you. Thank you. How was your stream? Man, I feel backwards. We're not. Yeah. Woo. How are you doing tonight, Kidney Merchant? Maybe. I mean, I'm kind of. Oh no, I still got 20 more minutes of mine. Okay. I was worried. I'm like, well, how much longer do I have? Played some Stardew Valley co-op for the first time. Stardew Valley's one of those ones I've had on Steam for forever and just have not gotten into it yet. Like, this is my first gaming PC, so I wound up, like, through the years buying Steam games with the hopes of getting a PC. And it just hasn't worked out for me yet. But Stardew Valley looks like a great, like, chill, relaxing game. Like, that's one that, like, I get all the love for it. So, salty crayfishy. That's a bit of a tongue tie. How are you tonight? Welcome in, welcome in. Stardew Valley is so chill, you love it. Like, that's what I keep hearing, that it's, like, real soothing and relaxing. Okay. How many shotgun shells that dude need to take? I am, having a bit of a time with this game. There we go. It's going well. Shoot that guy right in the crotch. So he'll know better for next time. I'm doing good. I'm doing great tonight. Like, getting off work really brightened my mood, cause working kinda sucks. Like, to be honest. I do love the cloak and dagger aspect of this this whole storyline with Alfred Woden. So, like, I got a question about Stardew Valley though. If y'all can answer it. Like, is there an actual story to it? Like, is there like a narrative going on? Like, it seems like it's relaxing, but I tend to have problems with like games like Minecraft, where I get to a point where I have trouble like getting into it because I feel like all of it's just kind of like, well, I'm doing things for unspecified reasons. Oh Lord. Hey, how are you tonight, Jupiter? Oh Lord, I hit the wrong button, y'all. I need goals. Oof. Come on, dudes. I generally, like... Uh-oh. I lost them. I don't know where they went. Something's blowing up. The story is you're saving a town from being turned into a factory town. Oh, I'm down for dismantling some capitalism. Oh, I just realized what you meant by by goals. There is a story mode and co-op. That seems neat. Like, I can definitely dig like all of that kind of stuff with that game. Like, I like the idea of like... You show that pillar who's boss Max. That does not blow up. Alright. So, in video games where there's gunfights, does anybody else get really, really mad when you shoot something red and it doesn't go boom? I just caught that one bad, and I'm a little miffed about it. Like, I shot one of these and I expected it to go boom. I never played co-op, but mostly story mode, still very chill. I feel like co-op is like, I don't like co-op because everybody I know who plays it kind of plays it in the same way for co-op, where it's like a game you play with your significant other. That's maddening, right? The whole not blowing up when a red thing. Go get some food, though. Sorry, I'm reading up.
There's only a couple of guns left, and they can be bought.
But yeah, like,
He has the guts to try anything after
bringing you by a propane tank and cooking simulator and putting it in the stove doesn't make it explode. Very disappointing. Yeah. I mean, stuff blows up in that game, too. Like, it's not like it would be that far of a stretch. Like, it's cartoonish, but like... Oh, shit. It's a popo. I stopped paying attention for a second, and I almost got murdered by the police. They ain't taking me alive, y'all. But yeah, like Cooking Simulator, like that looked fun, but like the simulator games are weird too. Like I got a full-time job. I'm gonna save real quick because I'm not I can't go this way. Wait, where am I supposed to? I keep trying to hit the sprint button and hitting the shoot dodge button. But yeah, like simulator games are always weird to me, and I don't understand it. Which, once again, for somebody else's enjoyment, I don't have to understand it. That's not how that works. But, like, oh, there's a key on the shelf. Thanks, Max. Could have pointed that out the first time I went through here. But yeah, like, I like Cooking Simulator, but there's fucked me over, and I don't think it's fixed yet. Can't open part of the fridge. That sounds like game-breakingly bad. Like that sounds real bad. That sounds like it would be like game-breaking almost. Because you just outright can't do anything at that point. Like, if there's... I saw that dude just eat that grenade at me, and that was gonna be bad. The only really, like, stressful game I've been, like, super into playing... Well, I shouldn't say only. Cooking sim is very fun, and yet a bug is practically game breaking cause this is straight up. We may cause your it's the ingredient. Okay, yeah, like that sounds like it'd be real frustrating. Like this part coming up, because I think this is some platforming. I'm gonna have to do some taking a second. You don't have to understand much, Stardew Valley. It's totally... You don't need to think much. That sounds like it'd be nice. Like, it sounds like the kind of thing where you just kind of veg out after a hard day and play around with it. Like, that sounds like a lot of fun, actually. Like, especially if, like, that's more your jam, where you just want something chill. Okay, I can't go that way, I guess. Shoot dodge! Fly, Max! Fly like the wind! Well, I guess I'm not backtracking. But yeah, no, that sounds like a blast, like... I put, like, 4 rounds in that dude's head, and he just took it like a champ. And we got to see Max's nice constipated face just that, oh no. But yeah, like, Stardew Valley is definitely one I gotta check out. Although, like I said, I have it for the PC, which is fine, but it definitely feels like the kind of game where, like, the Switch is probably the better way to play it, because that feels like the epitome of a Switch game. You know? Protect me, door. No, door didn't protect me. Like Like, I did get into Minecraft for a little while, so, like, I can play those sorts of games. Ooh, I didn't even consider mods. Like, that... Once again, like, getting my first gaming PC as an adult has been real interesting, because, like, oh, I can play games with mods now. Like... Okay, come on. Focus, Ralph! How did I not kill both the dudes in that room? Getting a little... But yeah, like, mods probably make that, like, a whole bigger experience, too. Because I know, like, when a game's real popular... See, Animal Crossing is another one I just could not get into. Like, I tried on the GameCube. Because, when I was in high school, my girlfriend at the time was super into it. So I was like, oh, I'll try out the game she likes. And, you know, we can have that little, like, communal thing. And that did not work out for me. Like, I was just like, oh, this is kind of dull? I've resorted to bigger firepower. That worked. Love Animal Crossing, but the latest one wasn't overly stimulating. It feels unsatisfying in some aspects. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I've heard a couple times, like, that the newest Animal Crossing is, like, a great presentation, but kind of lacks some features. And not knowing enough about the game, I can't really say one way or the other how it was, you know, made. Like, or how it came out. You know, sweet, sweet painkillers. But yeah, like, yeah, I feel like that was that was long enough ago. I mean, isn't that kind of the joke of it? Like Tom Nook being the ultimate capitalist. Yeah, they were updating it, features, and while just stopped. I mean, I feel like it, like every couple months I hear about a new Animal Crossing DLC or update or something, but I'm also not following it that closely. It's one of those things where I'm more or less just like, oh, I'm happy for other people who get to enjoy a thing. But well, gentlemen, enjoy your trash fire. But Animal Crossing, I've only heard good things. It's just not for me. You think about how Tom Nook is great. He just gives you a house, never shows his interest, and lets you pay it back in your own time. That's true. Tom Nook is the closest we have to, like, decent capitalism, I guess. I can't shoot him through the little slit, unfortunately. That's a sentence I just said. But yeah, like, Animal Crossing doesn't seem bad. Like, it's one of those ones I definitely can't, like, tell somebody they're wrong for liking, which isn't really my style to begin with, but very muchly like, no, I got a day job. Like, I gotta go to work every day. I got bills to pay. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to shoot at you guys. You startled me around this corner. Oh, God, now there's mobsters. I bungled this up. I've bungled this up good. Although, to be fair, I've bungled this up, but the game has not crashed yet. Because... Nope. Nope.
No, don't shoot. I ain't.
And, like,
No, the laundry. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
didn't... I have, like, half a memory of a thing. didn't Animal Crossing have some weird, like, anti-piracy thing on one of them where if you, he's like, I mean, he's trying to do his best. I mean, but it's stuck in a capitalist society. Why do these animals have capitalism? It's funny because all the villages just give you stuff if you give them stuff. You know, it's like bartering animal. Cross turning kids to convert. I enjoy your TED talk.
I'll come to the laundromat with you. I'll get you in.
I have to say, I like your TED talk. Yeah, like, so, like, that's the thing. I seem to remember some kind of weird, like, anti-piracy measure or a, or like a, if you didn't sleep or something in the game, it would, like, the animals would, like, lose their irises and get all creepy.
Let me in quick. Not so fast. The password.
Yeah. Like, I seem to remember that. Like, even though I never played it, it's always on this list of, like, creepy video game facts. Like, I didn't rush in. They could have shut the door. Oh, I didn't expect you to be right here. Thank you for coming into the clear line of sight. Just a considerate mobster. But yeah, I love, like, stuff getting creepy. I do. And, like, it's great when, like, it's integrated into it. Are they developing film? Oh, no, they're printing money. Like, that looks like a giant film developer. Like one of the ones you'd see in, like, the back of, like, a CVS in the 90s. But yeah, like, I love when games, like, adding creepy set. Creepy set?
Thank you.
I like how Max thanks you for shooting the music. But yeah, I love when games do that. And it's even better when it's authentic and not just like a glitch. Like every now and again you can get that weird glitch. Hold on, because I actually do want to know the parameters for this. If a player takes the in-game train to the town of another player online, resets the GameCube while in the other player's town, and starts up the game again, the player will lose all of the items they had in their inventory at the time, and their avatar's face will be replaced with that of the Briarwood statue. Okay, so, like, it's not hard to accidentally even do that, apparently. I'll be taking that. But yeah, no, like, I love that kind of crap. Like, I was talking to, the same coworker I was talking about a moment ago at work the other day. We were talking about, creepypastas. And I was saying how, I love the old ones where it's like Ted the Caver or Dianea House. You know, like, Ted the Caver was a Angel Fire site that I read sometime in, like, 2002. Like, and it was creepy. But the problem is, like, a lot of them now are just, like, gyroid. Okay, I'll defer to you. You've seen it. That's the first time in my life I've ever seen that word, so I'll defer to you. I pronounced it in my head, but I could be wrong. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Ted the Caver was literally an Angel Fire website about a guy who finds a cave with a weird hole in it. And then him and his buddy, like, dig out the hole so they can climb through it. And they find monsters. Like, it's a short read. It's only, like, 30 minutes. They made a movie about it that is not, honestly, that great. But it wasn't bad. Let me burst into this room like the goddamn Kool-Aid man. Ooh, yeah. But yeah, Ted the Caver was a good one. It was like the atmosphere that the writer, like, was able to convey was so good. but like that was also like Web 1.0 stuff. And oddly enough, Angel Fire is still around. That's the most surprising thing about this. Angel Fire still exists. But let's keep on keeping on. I think that room up there is like the end of the... Nope. End of the level. Okay, no, I can't get across. Alright.
It's always red or blue in the movies. So green? No, not the green.
Yeah, it's not good. I think it's on Netflix or Amazon. But it is this is a great gag. How was your food, Kidney Merchant? Which, by the way, I love your name on here. But yeah, no, the Ted the Caver movie was not very good. Like, it kind of lost a lot of the intrigue and allure of the original story. I wish I'd read it recently to like be able to talk more intently on it. Because I feel like I'm just giving a lot of vagaries. That was just Sarah, not me. But it's good. It's like a 20-minute read. Not bad. Stuff blowing up.
It's always red or blue in the movies.
Let these guys fiddle with that for a moment. Yeah. Well, like, yeah, I guess creepypasta movies aren't good, because I was going to say, oh, well, Marble Hornets, then I remembered the Marble Hornets movie was not very good. Like, Always Watching. Yeah. Well, I feel like a lot of the creepypasta movies end up being cash grabs, where they kind of make them at the lowest common denominator of, like, how cheap can we make this and, like, get a return on our money? Like, it isn't really like somebody took time to write, like, a really good script or, like, cast really well. The only exception that I can think of off the top of my head is, it was really good. I actually, like, hold on a sec. I'll show you how much I liked Marble Horn. It is one of the only Blu-rays I own. And as you can see, I haven't watched it in a while. It's covered in dust. But yeah, like, that's how much I enjoyed that. Like, I can appreciate the hell out of 3 college kids making a move or making a whole series, like, with no money. Oh yeah, no, I'm not. I won't spoil that for you at all. Like, I think it's worth watching. Like, and it's also like the fact that it's free on YouTube. Like, it's easily obtainable. Okay, dude, I was in the middle of something and you shot me with a shotgun. That is rude. Yeah, it is a lot. Like, if you have sensitivity towards, like, loud noises, I gotta remember to quick save more often. Yeah, if you have a sensitivity to my god, Mandela. Oh, I missed that entirely. I haven't read that. Like, what's that one about? The Mandela catalog. I assume the Mandela effect. But yeah, Marble Hornets, though, while you guys give me the brief on that one. Yeah, there's noises. There's mental health stuff in it where if you're a little sensitive to those kinds of topics, that might be a problem. Like, it does deal on stuff like that, so, like, I will give that, like, primer on it. That might be a little difficult, but it never gets too heavy, in my opinion, for whatever that's worth. My gauges for that might be a little hard. Analog horror YouTube series. That analog horror are, like, 2 of my favorite things. That's chocolate and peanut butter for me. Okay. I killed that dude, so we're gonna quick save real quick. But yeah, like, because I am an analog fan and a horror fan, so. Oh, Twitch Mobile's garbage. Like, I tried to watch my buddy Keith, his stream the other day, and like, I could get audio, I couldn't get video, or it would just pop in and out. Like, it is not a good app. See, I wouldn't call Marble Hornets analog horror. They use, like, it's entirely digital. Like, the entire production is digital. Unless analog horror has some meaning that doesn't involve the word analog. So I'm kind of particular about that, because, like, to me, analog is old film stuff. Okay, found footage is definitely more accurate, in my opinion. I'll agree with them. Analog horror, though, does sound like a kind of thing I want to know more about. Yet another great name in this game, Vinny Gognitti. I'm about to die. Yep. I knew that wasn't going to end well. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, found footage... No, wrong button, Ralph. Found footage dates all the way back to, like... The earliest examples of it I can think of, which... Being a film history nerd... The earliest versions of it I can think of off the top of my head are, like... In the 70s or so. I just saw, the YouTube channel Nightmine talk about, or I had a video on that, and I haven't been able to, like, get it. I haven't had a chance to, like, watch it and kind of figure out if it's a thing I'm into yet. Yeah, captioning on YouTube's kind of hit or miss if it's YouTube stuff, so, like, I can completely understand that being a barrier of entry. Especially if you have, like any kind of, like you said, auditory processing issue, like, that can be difficult. At your local red man on YouTube. That worked way better this time. Alright. Especially man, because there's manual captioned only partially. Oh yeah, that would be frustrating. There's surprised no one creating fan captions. So, like, I tend to watch most things with captions because I'm a little hard of hearing, from a lifetime of, like, concerts and, like, working in and around trucks. My, hearing is, I'm gonna call it absolute shit anymore. That's a soda. I can't pick up that soda. Like, I need to get on some YouTube horror. I feel like I haven't seen anything lately. Ever since I was young and playing this game, that's been my favorite line. Ooh, heartburn. Oh no, the heartburn's coming. Ride it out. Yeah, like, so, my brother and his girlfriend, when we watch stuff together, I'll make them put on the subtitles. They both always give me such crap for that. Ah, crap. I always hated this part. We're gonna quick save right here, though. Come on, Max, catch a train. Don't die. Yes. And, oh, okay. We're at 11:39. I actually think we're going to, we're gonna call it for the night, though. Because I am starving. Despite the heartburn. We're gonna let it get back and save, and I think we'll call it for the night.
Second train ride of the night. The way it started didn't
But thank you all for coming. Thank you, Keith and Kidney Merchant, for the raids, and thank you all for hanging out and chatting. That's wonderful.
Yell of sirens, the city howling at
It makes it hard for me to watch and hear correct. Oh, that's a good point.
dark rooftop water towers and a dead forest of antennas and chimneys, all a blur.
Oh, actually,
When the train he was riding slowed down,
yeah, no, thank you both for coming. Like, I'm gonna hit that again in a moment. I can't save at this point. How dare you, video game? How dare you tell me when I can and cannot save? But yeah, I actually am of two minds of things hidden in the captions. Part of me like, oh, that's a cool place to hide it, and then there's another part of me going, I don't know what they said because the captions aren't accurate because they hid some like in-universe alt labeling for it. I just got scared. There was a piece of fuzz floating in the air, and I thought it was a spider. There we go. But I'm gonna say thank you all for coming. Once again, thank you very much to Keith and Kidney Merchant. Y'all are the best. I do recommend checking both their channels out. I haven't actually had a chance to catch Kidney Merchant's channel yet, so I'm excited to catch it myself. I'll be checking that out. The spider thing, yeah, like it startled me a little bit. But yeah, no, I'm of two minds with the caption thing, though. Like, it's either really cool or I'm mad about it, and I'm not sure which. And I won't be, because I'm... See, just sometimes there's like... that's a good way to do it. That's a good way to do it. I've watched other series on, like, YouTube and all, where they'll hide things in the captions, but it's just a caption channel that is just inaccurate all the way through. It tells its own story, which will have, like, its own little, like, set narrative inside of there to give you an idea of something else, which I'm a little kind of miffed about, because, like, yeah, I watch things with captions on it because I can't hear too well. I kind of need those. But, like, that way of doing it's way better. Well, I feel like it's something I saw a while ago more. Like, it probably is less now. But I always felt like it was one of those things where it's like, they put in the captions, and you can either do auto caption or, like, the real ones on YouTube, and sometimes they get a little wonky. But I have seen stories told that way, and it's always kind of a letdown. Even if it's a, like a creator of those things that I enjoy. But yeah. But like I said, I am starving, so I'm going to call it for the night, because I haven't eaten anything yet today, and Kidney Merchant mentioned food, and that sounds like a great idea. I got meatball hoagie, or meatball subs just waiting for me. But, as always, thank you all for being here. Thank you for lurking, thank you for hanging out, and thank you for watching. I truly appreciate every little bit of it, and y'all are awesome for it. We have my socials over here. You can follow me at any one of these wonderful websites. Twitter, you can hear my inner thoughts. Instagram, you can see pictures of me 3D printing stuff like that Max Payne artwork I printed out from a PNG. And hung it up in my background because I thought it looked neat. Or TikTok, where eventually I'll get better at editing and more regularly posting clips and doing duets and stitches and making TikToks. I just found my lav mic that I keep with my cell phone, so hopefully I can start doing that soon. I will be back Sunday, and we're going to do a casual Sunday, and I'm not sure what we're playing yet, so it could go any which way. I will take suggestions, and as always, if you have suggestions, on my page's suggestion box, feel free to post something in there if something you want to see me play or something you want to see me check out. You're all wonderful. Thank you all for being here. That is it for me. Y'all have a good night.